Very good afternoon, friends. Today I am with Mr. Bhushan Rajputji. He is a very senior quality person from Square Pharma, Bangladesh. He recently attended our 21 CFR Part 11, Annex 11 and Alcoa Plus webinar. I would like to take some feedback about the webinar. Bhushanji, please introduce yourself and say something about yourself.
Thank you, Kalpejji. My name is Bhushan Rajput. I am heading the quality function of the Square Pharma Limited at Dhaka, and I am designated as Vice President QA and Compliance.
Very good.
And I'm leading the team size of about 600, and I'm overseeing the quality function of 6 manufacturing units. And prior to that, I work in India with company called Lupin, Dr. Reddy's, Glenmark, Sun Pharma, and Serum Institute, Pune.
Okay, so what is your feedback about the CFR Part 11 webinar?
I think that was a great moment for me. I got an opportunity to attend this webinar, and I got this information through the social site. And Nemo was the training coordinator. I think his coordinator was also very good. And as per the time seminar was started, and I think this is one of the best seminar I can say on the webinar. And I think this was the first opportunity for me to attend the seminar through the webinar. Otherwise, I have a lot of experience on attending in the conference hall. But I think this is one of the new technique where when you have some restriction, travel restriction, or in this current situation of the COVID-19, I think this is one of the best tool I can say. And whatever the feeling we are getting in the that live seminar, I think that we can get through the webinar also. I could not find any significant difference. And this is more cost effective, cost saving.
Yeah, that was the question I was going to ask. So you replied in advance, proactively. So great, excellent. So live webinar and a recorded webinar, what will you consider better?
One so live webinar, whatever you have conducted, that was a live webinar. So there is an opportunity to ask the question, because in your live webinar, I can see there was a lot of question from the audience, and I think you answer very well. Okay. So this is the difference between I can say the live seminar and in the recorded seminar. In case of recorded seminar, we don't have any opportunity to interact with the trainer or to ask some kind of query. So that is the advantage I can see in the live webinar. We have opportunity to ask the question, and there are different questions that is coming from the different audience. I think that is one of the great advantage in case of live seminar, live webinar. Sorry.
Great. Okay, so we were doing kind of a classroom training. The program was organized in a big metro cities, in a 4-star, 5-star hotel, or maybe in Middle East, China, and other places. There were limitations that people from all over the world were not able to join. There is a difficulty, it is a problematic area of COVID-19, but it is giving a good opportunity that through webinar, people or a person anywhere from the world can join from their office, right from their office or from their home. And even they can attend the webinar while on a travel also in a mobile. So what do you say, that is it a good opportunity, cost saving also, even the fees are also less. So what do you say about that?
Definitely, if we talk about the man hour for attending the that classroom seminar, you require to travel a long distance. So you will away from your work, and there is a huge cost also involved. So in terms of cost plus man hour, if you calculate, so I think this is one of the best tool. If you attend the live webinar, and I could not see any kind of difference in the live webinar and the classroom training. So in nowadays, I think this is one of the best option, and here maximum people can take the benefit. In the classroom training, what is the cost of the that classroom training is there? I think in that case, maybe almost 5-10 people can attend the webinar. Okay. So you are getting the more benefit.
Very good. Okay, now any subject points on a subject, timeline, speaker, content of a webinar. Does it answer most of your query related to CFR Part 11, Annex 11, Alcoa Plus, and a data integrity?
I could not say almost even in that case, because I was there for the full time. So you have given all the answer for the queries. So rather than saying almost, you have completely given all the queries, and the answer was very elaborative, not just say very in brief, but that was you have taken a lot of time to, given the more clarity rather than whatever the question was asked by the audience. And that was really, I should appreciate that.
Okay,
You
thank you,
have given
sir.
the good answer. Yeah.
In fact, we try to get maximum senior people in our training, because training is also part of a learning. Because I see that many
That is
senior
true.
people like you are there in the webinars, in the training.
Mhm.
They ask difficult question. Sometimes they answered the difficult question also, because before I
That is
answer,
true.
you people are answering, and we learn from that. So that is very good thing about it. Uh, Anything additional you want to add in here? Secondly, do you think this is a good kind of a activity to give this webinar to your team or any other company's team, CFT, cross functional team, which is getting involved in validation or a data integrity kind of a solutions or an internal audit? So full training, very limited people can attend, but you can select the subject relevant to that cross functional team: CFR Part 11, GAM5, data integrity, risk assessment management,
Mhm.
cloud validation. So you can give small part to different people as a motivation, as an incentive that they did good work in this bad time. Let us incentivize. So this is going to be a win-win situation for management as well as the person who gets this as an incentive. What do you suggest about that?
I think this is absolutely true. Going through the webinar, even I already decided, okay, and I'm working on that, so that my maximum people, they cannot travel, they cannot go here, and that is very difficult to send them also outside in this current situation. And just to motivate them and just to increase their, knowledge depth. So I'm definitely thinking on that, and I have take up this, topic to my, HR also, and we are working on that. So we can organize maybe, 2-3 different webinar on some different topic after discussing with.
Yeah, that is good. In fact, we're planning that I will be coming there personally and train, but we are
Yes,
losing
yes.
some time. So this can be done in
Yep.
advance. Correct. So that's
Mhm.
very fantastic thing. And any other thing you want to share to the community who attends the webinar, to a pharma community, what they should do in a difficult time, because you are a very senior, experienced person. So what is your message to pharma community people?
I think this is the right time and right opportunity, because if we talk about the cost, manpower, and everything, and motivation to the people, and this is one of the good option I can see to motivate the people to gain the knowledge on different topics, just like GAM5, CSV, Annex 11, Part 11 compliance. So okay, so we can capture the knowledge base which is available with you. And I know you have a rich experience. I know you from last maybe more than 10 years. And I have seen the way you have grown. And I think even I went in many training program in my past, okay, on similar kind of topic. But the way you have a command on the topic, I think that is very commendable. You have very rich and in-depth knowledge. And I think, I could not find any trainer or expert person in India. Okay, maybe he can be, in comparison with you.
Yeah,
So there is no.
see, that is good. In fact, we try to make our training very enjoyable. We tell many
Yes,
stories also, so people fall in love with, or you can say romance with the CSV, or a romance with the
yes,
game 5. So if you fall in love and then you rise in compliance, correct? So that is what we are trying. It was great talking to you. And
mm.
anything additional you want to say about pharma in Bangladesh or over a global? Most welcome, and then we will conclude.
Yes, in Bangladesh also pharma industry is growing very fastly, and there are almost 2050 pharmaceutical industries there, from top to small this one. And they don't have the in-house trainer here in Bangladesh. I think if they can take your advantage in terms of maybe they can call for the webinar, or maybe they can call you personally also, so they can increase their knowledge, um, knowledge bank, in that case. So maybe I will request them, other pharma industry, if they can take advantage first webinar, and when this lockdown and everything is over, maybe personally they can invite, and I will welcome you. You can organize, one classroom seminar in the, Dhaka city. So there will be benefit to the, number of other pharma industries.
I really was very happy because I had a chance to be in Dhaka in November. There was about a
Mm.
seminar organized by Thermolab India. They make stability
Yeah,
chambers, very
Thermolab.
good quality stability chamber.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Sandeep Mhatre, correct, good friend of
Mm.
mine. And in fact, they get validated also the system from us. And it was a
Mm-hmm.
good audience of 115 people, something like that, and very good people, very trying to learn a lot. I couldn't visit Dhaka that much because it was a one-day program, and after 3 days I had to fly back. But Bangladesh is really doing a commendable job right now in a
Yeah,
pharma
that's true.
industries. And as a vice president or senior vice president quality and compliance, you are also doing a great job. Thank you very much. It was nice interacting with you, and eager to meet you in person also very soon. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Kulpesh Kumarji. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Good day.